Hello everyone, it's Debs151 and welcome to the Core Racing Championship on Assetto Corsa with the GT3 cars here for the first race at Brands Hatch. Now today I am joined by Cpl Hamster.
Hello everyone.
Bit delayed, but hello. So we're here at Brands Hatch for the first race of the Core Racing Championship, coreracing.co.uk, so if you want to jump across to their site to have a look at the standings and which events are coming up and maybe sign up to the forum and take part in these races. I'm sure they'll be happy if you jump across there. We're not actually taking part in these races, so we've been asked to commentate on them. So this is our first attempt. It's not perfection, right? Don't expect for perfection. You're not watching Murray Walker and who could you be?
Anyone. Yeah.
So you're not watching any amazing commentary here. We're going to try his best. I do apologise to the drivers. The names, we're getting there.
Yeah, they may be slightly butchered, but
yeah. So if we do pronounce your names wrong, just give us a nudge, maybe in the comment section below. How do you pronounce it when you split a word and announce it? I can't do that. Just make it easier for us.
Yeah, just split your name down to make it easier for us if we do get it wrong.
Yeah.
But we'll do our best.
So, what we're going to do, we're going to get this underway and we are going to go through the grid position. So, on the screen at the moment, you can see the pole position spot is a McLaren, the number 60 McLaren of... There you go. So, Peev is in pole position. Then we move into second place with the Audi of Yann Laprevotte. I do apologise for names again. Then into third place we have the Audi R8 of Chris Redman with the lovely looking livery with the spider on. Then in fourth place we have Luka Peklaj in the BMW Z4 for LDG Group. Then we have Erik Roeterdink with the Audi R8 in fifth place. In sixth place we have Darren Adams in the McLaren, and this is a livery I really like. And then into seventh place we've got the first of the Nissans with Nikola Simic. Move into eighth place we've got Burke with the BMW Z4. Then the second of the black McLarens with Robert Powell. We will eventually get the team names into it. Like I said, we'll just get into it. So into 10th place we've got Dinca Andrei in the Audi R8. Then we move into 11th place with Mark Johnson with the first. Is that the first of the Lambos? I think it is.
I believe it is, yeah.
So the Lambo's not far up the field. We've got 12th with Simon Gamer in the... Great second name, Gamer. Love that. And then we've got the first, I think that's the first of the Mercedes as well, with Martin Parham up there in 13th, I think that was. 14th,
yeah, the old style Mercedes as well.
14th with, missed his name, sorry, do apologise.
Sehnal. Standa Sehnal.
Then we've got Vasileiadis in the BMW Z4. Then we've got the second of the Lambos with 16th place is Chris Thorpe. And we move across to the BMW Z4 of Paul McCloud in 17th. So in 18th place we have the Red Bull livery of Lukasz Tomczynski. Another McLaren there. And we move across to the Audi R8 livery with Tom Crighton, one of the two. We're not sure.
I think it's Crighton.
Then we've got Rolf Just. I love that name as well. In 20th place, I love that car. I think that car looks really nice.
The first new Mercedes. It does look really good.
Then we've got Mark Besiktas. That's a football club. We've got Nissan GTR in 22nd place with Puusti.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then we've got a rear wing of a Nissan GTR. No, it's Eddie Yates in the R8. And then last but not least is the Mercedes of Tomaz Erzen. So that is your grid, and we are heading over to the start of the race as we look towards Paddock Hill Bend. There is a McLaren on the front row, Audi alongside him, looking for a clean start, and the lights out and away we go. A lot of wheel spin into the first corner we go, trying to find a spot, a gap to get around the corner, try and give each other room. We've got a look like a Lambo running wide at the top. To Druids for the first time. Very clean and respectable racing. There's normally a lot of chaos in the first corner, and he's back.
And there it is. There's the chaos you were just mentioning about.
It looked like it could be either Thorpe or Johnson. Yeah, made a bit of contact there. And there's the big Powell running wide. I think Ron Bowman Powell actually, the other Powell was on the grass. So Ron Bowman Powell. I do love this circuit. Brands Hatch GP is very fast flowing. More or less the slowest part of the circuit is the hairpin, but the rest of it seems to be full throttle, fast flowing, dabbing brakes.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite circuits as well. I normally seem to do perform well here. I think it is mainly just the speed of it.
It's one of them tracks where you get into a rhythm and you can carry it on as long as you're sticking to that rhythm. So as we rotate through the cars at the moment, see everyone's still tightly piped. You see a little gap here and there. There's Rolf Just in the 74 Mercedes. There's Thorpe, who I think was caught up in the incident at the hairpin, just nipping through the cars, so we're heading towards the rear. Good. Erzen's moved up from last place. He's moved up a few positions. That's another thing we can't get at the moment, is position-wise, due to the fact we haven't got a positioning thing screen. So there's your top 3 or 4 going through at the moment. So you can see the McLaren out in front with about a second gap. Car just running a tad wide there.
Yeah, it's so easy to do on that corner because it's such a long sweeping corner and you can get caught out and just get on the throttle a little bit too early. It's done it myself many times.
There's a lot of setup tweaks you can do with the cars around here to adapt the car to obviously go faster. There's no move just down the inside of it. Like Bob Red on the LTD guys. BMW Z4. Flicking through the field again, trying. There's Gamer. Then we've got Powell, Palm, Tomczynski, and then Darren Adams. I think the Darren Adams on the first lap of the car ran wide into 30s. There's a lot of corners which you can understeer on here. It's the long sweeping fast corners just must be killing that front left tyre.
Yeah, it's got the speed you carry through the corners. It's so easy to just carry too much.
It's going to be a track with a high average speed, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It looks like he's side by side going down into Surtees. Not Surtees, Graham Hill Bend, sorry. The curb on the outside won't help him. He can run wide there, but he's gone down the inside. So he's got that move done.
Yes.
He's done well from the Graham Hill Bend.
Yeah, it's not normally a corner you can take the inside line. The car on the outside normally gets the run back down the back straight. But he's done well to stick that one.
Well, he started off the move from the Druids airpin, really. He came out there side by side.
Yeah, he pretty much got the move done before he got to the corner, so that did help out a lot.
So we're following one of the Audi R8s at the moment. I don't know which is the...
Roeterdink, that one, I believe.
Yeah, Roeterdink. I think the Audi R8 is the dominant car in the field. With the amount-wise, I think there's more Audi R8s than the Z4.
Yeah, you normally do see quite a lot of Z4s. Not really a GT3 racer myself, but do always seem to see a lot of GT BMWs in there. but there is quite a few Audis today.
I do like the GT3 myself. I do race with the GT3 quite often myself, and he does feel like he's got that little bit of leeway. As one of the Lambos dives down the inside of Druids, he's kept it nice and tight, so Rolf just couldn't get back past him. There's another Lambo.
That's his teammate.
Was it Johnson?
Yeah, that was Johnson off.
Johnson who was spun, so he dropped down a few positions. It was a great move by Thorpe. He drove down the inside, he kept it tight. After he dived down the inside, it's just like, hey, you may get another one here. It's better than not.
Oh. It looked like the McLaren ran wide into the corner there, and a little bit of contact as he came back on track.
He's got the position though, so he's moved up. So he has gained 2 positions in this lap. Oh no, 3. His teammate.
Yeah.
So Tomczynski is just behind Thorpe, and then you've got Rolf Just in the personally my favourite looking car in this livery wise. I do like Mercedes, and down the inside goes Tomczynski on Just. As he goes side by side on the exit, as he heads towards the last corner.
Yeah, it looked like he ran wide again there into the right-hander, which then allowed the Mercedes up the inside, round the outside of him. Sorry.
We've got 2 Z4s battling away here. We've got McCloud and can't pronounce his name properly. I can't pronounce it.
Sehnal.
I do apologise, as I said before. You see the brake disc glowing, heavy braking into the first corner. How stable the Mercedes looks on the exit of the final corner. It's not really a start-finish straight, there's not much straight about it. He does tend to just bend slightly to the right.
Yeah, it's one of the few tracks where the start-finish straight isn't actually straight.
Well, it's probably one of the old-fashioned tracks, and it's not really changed over the years.
It's not needed to, in my opinion.
Well, no, it's one of the best circuits out there. And look at the Audis sliding down there, 4-wheel drift, looks amazing. Great car control from the drivers here. And there's your leader. So Peev still leading the way. He's got about a 1.5 second gap. He heads up into Druids. So just in the background you can see Laprevotte, and just behind him is Roeterdink. So the 2 Audis just sat behind at the moment.
Yeah, it's a 30-lap race. There's no need to, as the saying goes, it's not all won in the first corner. It's a long race. Take your time.
It's a GT3 series, so we do they are the longer races. So you've got 30 laps here. I think the next race is at Monza, which is about 27 laps. So they are the longer races. So it's all about it's very tactical longer races, because whether you attack and kill your tyres off towards the start of the race and try and get as much as a gap as possible, or maybe save your tyres for later on in the race. I know from experience we have quite a few races which are similar in our championships.
Yeah, with our championship they've got the second race, tyres are just on the brink of going, so it's a case, do you push and get the lead and then risk losing it towards the end, or vice versa? Yeah, always good to see.
The brake is running real hard. I've noticed with the Lambo, when you see the brake disc, it's all 4.
Yeah.
The Mercedes and the BMW there, it's just the front 2. So whether the brake balance setup, obviously you're going to be varied from each car's personal preference. There you go, all 4 on the Audi.
Quite a simplistic design on that one there. Tim Crighton.
So I've got custom liveries in the championship. I don't think everyone's using custom livery. I think a couple like the Red Bull one needs set course again, which I have to say is looking stunning here at Brands Hatch, which is part of the Dream Cars free pack, I think it is, which is on Steam. And again, another four-wheel drift into the paddock hill bend. So there's your leaders. There's Chris Redman, who's jumped into second place. I think, was Chris Redman always in second place? I think he was. I think I got the positions wrong here.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think he was in second. I think he had been in second the whole time,
there you go. There's I said Laprevotte was in second place. It wasn't. It was Chris Redman. I do apologise. So Laprevotte is in fourth place, which is the same number as his car, and he loses the back end on the exit of Drury's hairpin. And now he's got a BMW Z4 right on his rear bumper. Which could be... Who could that be?
Yep, that's Luka Peklaj.
There you go, Peklaj. So he's going to hassle him all the way through this really fast section of track. You're full on down the hill. When you get to the bend, it's just a quick dab of the brakes and then throw it into the corner, trying to keep close to the apex, let it drift out wide onto the curb there, and then again just probably down a gear here, jab of brakes, hit the curb on the inside, let it rotate the car out. I had to get it in.
Yep. And again for the corner there, it's again downshift, dab of the brakes, hit the curb. In fact, it's the same for most of the corners here, to be honest.
This sounds really nice.
Yeah, I do like the sound of Nissan, but out of all the cars on the grid, I think it's the Merc that takes it for me. The AMG V8.
Would you prefer the old or the new look?
Prefer the look of the new one.
Yeah, the new one is.
Yeah. Was never a fan of the older SLS, to be honest.
I did like the old SLS. But the new one, I don't know where it is. I think it's the weird bulbous front. So I just really like it. Especially in the livery, just got. He's just behind these two battling in front of him at the moment. So we're getting about 4 or 5 cars here who are just all closing in each other.
Of course, with the cars ahead battling, it's going to allow him to catch up slightly.
Yeah, and again, with the battling as well, it's going to wear each other's tyres out trying to defend and attack.
Some of the drivers are probably thinking at this stage that it's not worth pushing too hard, just stick with the guy in front. Hopefully, with you just pressuring him, he's going to wear his tyres out, and then it's a nice easy move because your tyres are fresher. So.
McCloud just attacked wide on the exit there. It gives Johnson a chance, and he's going to go down the inside of the 30s and jump onto the interior view. And he doesn't get past, so McCloud defends his position.
Yeah, that's definitely a case like we mentioned earlier. The outside line is preferred on that corner. Get the drive down the back straight.
So the Redman, has he took the lead? I think he has. Yes, there's Peev.
Yeah, Peev's dropped two. He's dropped 2 places.
So whether he must have been wide or I don't think. Look, the gap that Redman's got as well so I don't know what's happened with Peev there. He must have run wide or spun off or something.
Yeah, he did have a pretty decent lead.
Well, he was about a second and a half in front of both the Audis.
Yeah.
So maybe luckily finding himself in 3rd place, it could have been a lot worse. Lovely shot of the car swooping around the corner there. I think a lot of drivers in these positions, especially in the top 3, maybe 4th place, I think it's the first race of the season, there's no point taking any chances pushing low. You just want to get points on the table to start with. Obviously, if you can get the win or get a higher position, maybe that 4th, I don't want to come out with no points in the first race in the back of the head.
Yeah, and there'll be a lot of drivers that are new to the championship that have not raced with each other before, so everybody will just be getting a feel of all the other drivers. seeing where they slot in the order and working out who their main championship contenders are going to be.
Sehnal is all over the back of the Red Bull McLaren at the moment. Trying to find a way past it. So follow your leader at the moment through these few corners. It's back end shortly out there. It's lost a bit of time on him.
Yeah, maybe the McLaren broke a little bit early there and wasn't expecting it. Could have caused that one.
There's Erzen again. Back end to the car, starting to step out a lot more now as he runs onto the grass, and he's going to lose this position. The McLaren carrying a lot more pace, or is he? He's kept the inside line. He's recovered quite well there.
Yeah, the McLaren went a bit wide on the final bend there as well. Second. You can just see Redman up ahead there. Got quite a nice lead now. Comfortable lead.
To back mark as well. I thought I just saw a Nissan just in front of the orange GTR. The back mark has come into play. You see the car bouncing away through Paddock Hill Bend. A couple of back ends stepping out. To Druids. Quite a few gaps looking up now. A few drivers looking very lonely. There's two teammates at either end of the start finish straight and down the inside.
Bit of contact there by the look of it.
Wide on the outside, you've got Johnson full on the inside. Running very wide.
No, it's just there.
Recovered well on the final corner. There's Simic. There's your back marker. So he's coming up to a back marker now, Redman.
That's Nikola Simic in the GTR.
So Simic will be getting the blue flags in game. He will need to move out of the way. Obviously, he doesn't want to lose time himself, so he's got to pick his moment. He's got to move out of the way as soon as possible, but picking the time to do it is a key for him at the moment. I think he doesn't want to lose time on the guys in front of him. As you can see, there's McCloud not far in front of him. Peev not far behind him, so Peev's just
looks like he's dropped back slightly.
The thing is, especially when you're leading a race like he was, and you spin off or something like that, you start to wind yourself up by thinking about it.
Yeah, a knock to the confidence, and then you do make a few more smaller mistakes.
Adams, Powell coming up the hill. So Palmer, between the teammate Palmer and Adams, is quite a big gap. Adams looking very lonely indeed. There's no one in sight. Look at that for an image. No. A lonely McLaren heading down the hill. Gamer and chasing the car in front of look on the inside. Biding time at the moment. I think he's a bit too far back, personally.
Yeah, it does look that way. No point in any risky last-minute dives.
I'll tell you one thing, what has been good to see, I think I've counted on one hand how much contact there's been, how 2 or 3 little taps.
Yeah.
It's not been anything major. Obviously got your first lap incidents, which they tend to happen anyway, how close the cars are, but it's been quite pleasant.
Yeah, it's quite easy to lose sight of a car in your blind spot and forget he's there and accidentally move over on them.
Yeah. Well, that's talking from
experience. And then it's
just
a domino effect. Yes.
So there's Roeterdink in second place. Where's Peev gone? So is Peev overtook him?
I'm not sure. Was that Peev just at the back there? No.
Peev and Roeterdink have been split up, so we're not sure whether Peev's got in front or he's behind.
I'm not sure, because flicking backwards through the cars now. And
he's not there, is he? There's a slow car on the exit at the final corner. That's McCloud. Who's the... So, I think that was BMW of Sehnal.
That's Sehnal, yeah.
Oh, bit of contact there. Corner. And that's Just. And hardest name to pronounce, dude.
Vasileiadis, maybe?
Vasileiadis. So just a Vasileiadis having a little knock. Just has got past her. Erzen just behind him. He's had a good race. Remember, Erzen started at the back of the grid. He's done quite well. There's Redman.
It looked like that first lap incident. It looked like he got through.
So Redman.
Where's he in?
Redman's in first place. Then you've got Peev in second place. So Peev's got past Roeterdink, who looks like he's dropped down a couple of places himself. So if he's gone off at some point.
Yeah, maybe he had the mistake, and then again he's kicking himself, making a few more little ones, and dropped a little bit back. It may be a case of his tyres have gone.
Brakes.
It's quite hard to judge without the lap counter.
No, this is thing. Once we get through the first couple of championship races and videos, we'll get to know the names better and like cars and just basically get more familiar with the championship itself. As Erzen down the inside of Vasileiadis, as you can tell.
Thomas. We'll stick with Thomas.
Thomas down the inside of Thomas. So Erzen again. That's another move from Erzen. Erzen moving quite well through the field.
Yeah, not too sure what position he's in, but he has made up quite a few spots over the distance this race.
Every time we tend to come to Erzen, he's overtaking someone, so he's doing quite well. He's impressive from the back of the grid, especially with 24 cars, I think there was. So just following the BMW Z4 about. So you've got the two Mercedes in front and the two new Mercedes, I think the 2015, 16 model, whatever the mark it is, SLS.
Yeah, you can see the gap there that Erzen's pulled in just half a lap, really. If he
did qualified further up the grid, I'm not sure what happened in qualifying, but if he'd near the front of the border, I'm sure. Oh, hey, we've got Eddie Yates off at the side of the track. So whether he must have spun off or something's failed on the car, I'm not particularly sure. Here's Paul McCloud. So we've got a gaggle of about 3 or 4 cars, and Tomczynski running wide on the grass, can't get it back onto the circuit.
And somebody else followed him as well.
That's cost him the 2 positions. Looking over the hill. Seems to be in twos at the moment. We've got 2 there, and then 2 behind. So little double battles, and then you've got Adams and Powell all on their own. So it looks like Yates has retired, so Yates is in the pits. So that's one of the Audis out. Quiet race for Crighton. Peev's in second place. So we've got Redman in first, Peev in second. There's Redman in first place. His gap's still quite big at the moment.
Making his way past the rear markers.
Skipping through the car almost. You get a view of every car. All the different engine sounds.
Yeah, there is so many different tones in the engine sounds. It's the one thing I do like about GT3. The variety of cars. You've got all the high performance supercars like the Lamborghini Huracan, and then go down to the sports cars like the BMW Z4, totally different cars, but competing against each other here.
Just see Redman with his headlights ablaze coming up to some more rear markers. By the time he's done here, he's done all he's lapping everyone.
That's Erzen he's caught up with. We already know Erzen's been having a good race, so that just goes to show that Redman's having a really good race.
With the people being lapped do have a problem. They're in a battle. When they're close in a battle, you can take advantage of this situation as well as
you can be quite cheeky with it. Stick onto the back bumper of the leader as people in front move out of the way. You follow him through.
Just have to be cheeky whether they cut back in front. I think he's just done that. Was that McLaren possibly just done that? And just as because he slowed down for Redman, he slowed down a bit too much.
It's allowed Erzen up the inside.
His contact just round. He's collected the McLaren, I think, as well.
Yeah, it did look. Whoa! Threading the needle there. It looked like it, yeah.
So is that Peev out a second? So Peev just. Who else was involved in that? So Tomczynski involved. It all started off from Redman coming through and was lucky to escape. He's leading the race. He's come through that. The blue flag
it looked like all the
chaos.
Yeah, it was allowing him through that caused all that chaos, I believe.
I think some drivers trying to take advantage of, as Cpl Hamster was saying, trying to take advantage of Redman coming through on the blue flags. I think some drivers trying to take advantage of that. They've got a bit confused or just missighted someone as they're all moving from different positions on the track. And there's Redman now. He'll be desperate to get past people now. After he's probably seen all that in his rear view mirror, thinking, "Thank God." And the two LDG boys with Laprevotte there.
Well, yeah, if he'd have got caught up, if Redman had got caught up in that would have possibly been the end of his hopes of winning this one.
When Peev probably got caught up worse in that. He's ended up behind, with the looks of it, Roeterdink. I know there's a couple more in front of Roeterdink, I think. See, this is where we're having problems with positioning. We'll get sorted somehow, we will figure a way. But at the moment, we are struggling with the positioning. We've got the main top one at least sorted, Redman.
Yeah. Well, we did have it up until that incident.
Well, yeah.
We had the podium sussed. Interesting choice of car. I don't know whether he likes the feel of that one. Why would you go for the older year car? I don't know. Well, it may have been the case he's been driving the older car since before the new one came out, and he just feels more comfortable in that one rather than having to start afresh in a new car.
Adams and Powell, same teammates, tend to have had the loneliest race going. I don't think they've seen anyone since the start. There's Redman. So the guys right behind him, I think, well, they're the back markers. I think.
Yeah, he had a decent lead before the incident, and with second and third place getting caught up in the incident, he's got a big lead now.
Yeah, that's Sehnal, just behind him with 4-wheel drift into the corner. And then I think just behind him is possibly Thorpe. No, Johnson just behind him. So
it's one of the Hurricanes.
He's got one in front.
And there's the other one.
Dominant race, though. Since he took the lead, whether it was from a mistake from Peev or whether he just lost pace or anything like that, Redman's been dominant. He's just basically walking away with it at the moment.
Yeah, the gap's been increasing and increasing since he took the lead.
And obviously the incident with the blue flags, where a bit of chaos exploded round him. He's kind of looking his way at the moment.
And this battle has been one that's been going on for quite a while now, between Peklaj and
yeah. It must get frustrating when you know myself, when you're that distance behind for an entire race and you know you're so close, it's literally just probably a millisecond later on the brake and you caught up that little bit more and you just want to get past.
Especially on this track, all it takes is the car in front to brake slightest bit too early, and then that ruins your speed through the next 3-4 corners.
Not a battle going on here. It's the Mercedes, we've got the GTR involved as well, and the BMW was Z4, so 3 different cars. All very close to each other. Nose to tail, he's going to have a look down the inside, and Burke, he can't defend to that, and the car is down just on the grass in front as well.
He's getting out of the way for this battle here. Well, he tried his best. Yeah, it's a horrible position to be in. You see 3 cars coming steaming up behind you and you're stuck on the inside of the corner right where you know they want to be. There's nothing you can do.
Again, you see Adam and Powell with no cars round them. Oh, we've got Adam in a car.
Was that Peev behind him?
I think it was Peev. Slipping through the cars.
There is some really nice designs.
Right at the back of Laprevotte here. Just took in. Especially on this circuit, somebody better off just sitting behind the wheel and opportunity somewhere else.
Unless you're guaranteed to get the move, it's not worth the risk really on most of the corners.
This is where the first race. If you could say this was the last race of the season, maybe you had to finish a couple of places. You'd probably try anything to get past. The elbows are a little shove here and there.
A rub, not a shove, a rub.
A rub, yeah. Not allowed to shove. Allowed to rub, but no shoving. And we've got an attacking move from McCloud. He looks like he had a run down the inside. Come out in front. He's just behind.
The Hurricanes, Thorpe and Johnson are closing up together now. We've got Sehnal found himself in a Lamborghini sandwich.
He's the meat in the sandwich at the moment. And it looks like
2 thick slices of Lamborghini.
Yeah. Wish I could have a Lamborghini sandwich. Unfortunately, I can't afford it. Sehnal's desperate to get out of this sandwich.
Yeah.
He's hassling him. Is it Thorpe in front? Or is it Johnson? Sure. Who's got the green mirrors? He's hassling him.
Well, the green mirrors is Thorpe, red mirrors is Johnson.
It's Thorpe in front. We're on board with the Audi of Roeterdink, and there's McCloud. There's Peev, who's qualified on pole position. Race was going well. It's kind of took a bit of a backwards sway to it.
Yeah, things have just gone from bad to worse for him by the looks of it.
There's a lonely look.
Is it?
Yeah, he tends to have been round someone every time we've seen him. At the moment, he's looking very lonely. I don't know whether he's dropped position or he's pulled away.
It looks like it's pulled away. I think he was battling with the LDG car that you just saw then, and then a couple of laps ago.
The GTR's getting to the back of the Mercedes. Around. Sehnal in front. I think was it Burke? Sorry, Burke in front. Where is it Sehnal?
Burke and then Palm and then Simic.
There's Adams. He's got a car finally closing up to him. Crighton there's just behind. Sorry, it had to be done.
See what you did there.
Oh, ba-dum-bum. Waiting all week to do that. The game, he's also had a quiet. There's a couple of cars out there who also had a quiet race. Here's your leader. Dominating his gap behind us. Massive at this moment in time. As we enter the last few laps of this race. Look at that. He's
yeah, I think
dominant. And that's is that second place? That is second place. Laprevotte. I think probably Roeterdink dropped down.
Yeah, I'm guessing possibly the Lamborghinis.
Well, you've got the BMW of Sehnal being like the Lambo's being locked, I think.
And you can see one of the Lambos has dropped off that three-way battle that was going ahead.
So Sehnal's found his way out of the sandwich as he kept racing. He's leading the Lambo. There you go, the Lambo's behind Roeterdink now. Quite a way behind.
Yeah, this is a case of where you were saying earlier about the battle. The Lamborghini and the BMW were having a great battle, and now one of the front runners has come up behind them, potentially going to ruin that.
Looks like he's desperate to get past Roeterdink, making his presence known. Is he going to get through here? No. Sure,
see, with the way. Yeah, with the way this is looking.
There you go. That's him.
Yeah.
Pass, so. Yeah, so I think
know what I was about to say.
Yeah. Roeterdink, I think, is up in third place. Laprevotte up in second place, and Redman in first. So is that an Audi 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah.
You've got Redman in the Audi R8. You've got Laprevotte in the Audi R8. Roeterdink in the Audi R8.
They're doing R8, aren't they?
Oh, he dropped it, people. He dropped it. This is what you get from non-scripted commentary.
Yeah.
Terrible jokes.
Especially from two Yorkshiremen as well.
Oh yes. Back to the racing. Racing's a lot better than our jokes.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
So if Roeterdink you thought, what are you behind the Laprevotte? Or the LPG guy?
Yeah, I think between Roeterdink and Peklaj is a battle for position for a podium spot.
We've got Burke just in front. And again, these two seem to be attached to each other for most of the race. Ooh, that was on Palm losing back end, so it's one of the LPG guys. And that looks like Palm's going to have a... Oh, wow. With a Falcon pit exit, or entrance. He looks at it. He's attempted it. Stepped out of place or anything. I've not even seen him run wide or...
No, I've not seen any mistakes from him.
Consistency is key.
Yeah, it's normally the case in longer races. It's a case of keeping it on track for the longest.
So a lot of guys think you do fast laps to get right. Basically, you don't have to do the fastest lap to win the race. And who is that off the track? That is... See now, he's come back on, he's made contact with Thorpe. There's Erzen. Well, over Erzen now. Thorpe, who's Johnson made contact with. Bit of panicking going off as one car goes off the track, and then desperate to get back on, he's made a bit of contact with someone who we may have not noticed was there. Look at that, Redman. There's no one inside.
No. Nice clear track for him.
So there's second
probably
place. Now, is
the clear track.
Is that third place then?
I believe that is the battle for third, yeah.
Yeah, so the BMW's ruining the Audi 123 is Roeterdink in fourth place. So second, third and fourth are in touching distance to each other. Redman is aware as if he's basically won this as long as he doesn't make a mistake. He's got no need to push too hard now. It's just about bringing the car home.
We have a nice clear track for him, that's going to make it a lot simpler.
He's had the stage going through all the back markers. It seems to come all at once. Once he's got through them all, he's quite happy at the moment. Not look like Rotterdank's car. So there's Peev. He must have dropped down the road. I imagine Peev's about 6th or 7th place after all the carnage what happened to him.
Yeah, he's not had the best of days.
So I'm sure he'd be pretty peeved off, to be honest with you.
I was waiting for that one. Been waiting for it the whole race.
Sorry. It's just sometimes you've got to. Cars, yeah, we've got the Lambo, the BMW, and the Mercedes. Bobbing up and down. See the little corrections as they go into the corner. Someone
He's got a
attacking
change of position from the group.
Powell, towards the end of the race, he's now got cars around him.
He's found some friends.
Yeah, he'd be thinking, oh, what do I do now? He's had an eventful race himself. Powell's just behind. Just. I didn't mean to do it that time, I do promise. And there's Redman again, just out in front. There's Laprevotte in second. He'd be desperate to keep second place. Now, this is what I was saying earlier, it would be the first race of the season. Does Burke stay behind him, think third place is going to be the first race of the season. We don't want to cost ourselves third place.
Yeah, you'll see the difference in the mentality of the drivers. Some will go for it, and some will, like you say, first race of the season. Third is still a good result.
Rev sounding low as he got jumped up a gear. You should notice a different gear in there. The two cars, what was in the front of that three car pack, were in the third gear for the corner. The car behind was in fourth.
Yeah, that'll be the ratios that they've got set up. Some prefer more acceleration, some prefer more top speed.
So, as we enter which we think is the final lap, Redman will cross the line to win the race dominantly as well. So this is where we're getting confused because we don't know whether he's crossed the line or not. My timer is saying he's
there he
at
is.
the end of the race. And there is Redman with the win. You can see him flashing his headlights as he crosses the line. So we've looked at second place, third and fourth, and it looks like, and it is, there's BMW who's dropped out of third place, so it is an Audi 123. Across the line in second place is Laprevotte, third place is Roeterdink, then in fourth we've got there's Peev in
Luka
fifth.
Peklaj.
Yeah, Peklaj in fifth. Peev looked like he was in sixth. Go, there's Erzen, who's had a great race every time we've come to him. He's been battling and overtaking someone. Towards the end of the race, it was a bit lonely for him. Darren Adams, he's been all by himself, literally all the race, not seen anyone. And there's a three-car battle towards the final lap at the final corner. It looks like it's going to be a bit side by side. Has Simic got it? Looks looks like he's got 3 abreast in his first corner. So there you go, there's the cars lined up in the pit lane, there's Vasileiadis crossing the line in the BMW Z4 to finish the race. So last few to cross the line. So, I've been Depth451, I've been joined by Cpl Hamster as my co-commentator today. This has been the Co-Racing GT3 Championship from Brands Hatch, the first championship race of the season. The second one is from Monza. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think of the core championship race and our commentary. And if you want to keep up to date with it, please subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Au revoir.
Bye everybody.